Chapter 9: Monitoring, Governance, and Preventing Abuse. No transformation effort, however noble, is immune to the dangers of corruption, misuse, or elite capture. For state custodianship to succeed, a rigorous governance and oversight framework must be built into its foundation. The very power that allows the state to hold land and assets in trust can, if unchecked, become a tool for authoritarianism or enrichment of a new elite class. Therefore, safeguards must be as strong as the reforms themselves. 1. The role of the Public Custodianship Council, PCC. An independent, multi stakeholder council must be established to monitor the implementation of custodianship policies. The PCC must include representatives from civil society organizations, traditional leadership, faith based institutions, youth and women's movements, academia, and technical experts. It reports directly to Parliament and has legal power to audit, investigate, and suspend any custodianship project showing signs of fraud, environmental harm, or noncompliance. 2. Transparency by design. Every custodianship transaction, lease, or project must be published online in an open access National Custodianship Register. Citizens must have the right to request records, challenge allocations, and propose alternative community uses for idle assets. Budget allocations, procurement contracts, and beneficiary data must be publicly disclosed, with penalties for noncompliance. 3. Digital tools for oversight. Develop a custodianship monitoring platform, CMP, using blockchain and AI to track assets, revenue flows, and social impact in real time. Equip community empowerment cells, CECs, with mobile reporting apps to upload data, flag irregularities, and suggest improvements. AI tools must be used to detect patterns of corruption, inefficiency, and elite concentration. 4. Accountability mechanisms. Introduce a citizens' tribunal for economic justice, a legal body where communities can bring complaints against misuse of custodianship powers. Implement performance-based reviews for officials involved in custodianship management, tied to developmental outcomes, jobs created, services delivered, inequality reduced. Whistleblower protection laws must be expanded and strictly enforced. 5. Term limits and rotational governance. To prevent long-term monopolization of custodianship boards or task forces, introduce term limits and rotational leadership drawn from the broader public sector, universities, and civil society. Create a public leadership training academy to continuously develop ethical, community-rooted custodianship managers. 6. Cultural accountability and Ubuntu ethics panels. Reinstate traditional values of leadership through Ubuntu ethics panels that review decisions based on moral standards, cultural relevance, and long term community benefit. Invite elders, healers, and indigenous knowledge holders to review resource use cases from a spiritual and cultural perspective, not just legal. Conclusion of Chapter 9. Power without accountability becomes tyranny. Custodianship without transparency becomes theft. The true test of this revolution lies not in bold declarations, but in honest governance. If we protect the people from new forms of exploitation and build institutions rooted in trust, Africa will not only reclaim its resources, it will reclaim its soul.